Well, welcome back. It's Thursday afternoon. Mr. Fisher here. How do you like my hat? Huh? OFSA. It's a disappointment with all the changes that are taking place. I coach the tennis team, and we qualified quite a few students for both WASA and potentially OFSA in Toronto, and that's all been canceled this spring. It's a disappointment, but I wear my hat once in a while. It makes me remember better days. So you had your lesson on Tuesday. Didn't hear from a lot of you. This is something we need to work on. You need to be engaged in. Send me some work. For those of you I did hear from, I made comments or changes or suggestions, got them back to you. Well done. One person actually sent all the work, all the questions on that sheet, and I haven't returned that one yet. That's pretty ambitious, but that's where we are now. So our lesson today, Thursday, is to complete the work that you should have started on Tuesday. There were a couple of questions. It's that disasters concept chart again, which is on Google Classroom for you to either print off or just to use as a guide. And so it's those last four questions I want you to work on. What was the damage? How did communities respond in the first days and weeks? How did they respond in the long term? And I don't think I'm giving anything away, is they took off. They abandoned what was left of Pompeii and Herculaneum, never came back for centuries. In fact, it was forgotten. And then that last question, its historical significance. That's a tricky one, and we'll touch on that again on Tuesday when we come back after the long weekend. What exactly does this historical significance mean? I'm going to leave it for you without getting into that too much today and give you a chance to have a go at it. And then on Tuesday, I'll elaborate a little bit more. But I suppose what we're asking is, who cares? Why do people care about this eruption 2,000 years ago outside of the city of Pompeii? Last year in 2019, Pompeii was the most visited excavation site on the planet. Of all the archaeological sites, natural ruins in existence, even more than the pyramids in Egypt, it was Pompeii. Why? What is it that fascinates us so much? What is the significance? That's a tough one, and you might struggle with that. But the other questions you should be able to handle. So again, on a Google Doc, in good sentence format, answer those questions. If you haven't done the first couple, you need to do those as well. Do them all. Share them with me. And realize the weekend gets a little tricky. There might be some family obligations, but it's Thursday, and we're not coming back to this till Tuesday. That's 5 days. So any way you slice it, I'm sure you're all going to have some free time in the next 5 days. So you may wish to review the lesson from Tuesday. It's still there in Google Classroom. It's on YouTube, so it's staying there. Go over that a couple of times. Go over your textbook. Reread those 4 pages as often as you need to. Really doesn't matter. We've got a lot of time on our hands these days. No one can say, "Oh, I don't have the time." I think you do have the time. You might not be able to do it when you want to. There's going to have to be that flexibility. Anyway, I wish you well. I wish you for those of you who celebrate, a happy Easter weekend. For everyone else, a great long weekend. I hope you're well, and I'll come back to you Tuesday. And I would really like to see some work from you before Tuesday. Take care. Bye-bye.